What if the heaven you've been seeking isn't above you, but vibrantly alive right beside you, separated only by the frequency of your consciousness? It's a controversial thought, but perhaps the multiverse isn't just a sci-fi fantasy. It's the very spirituality we've been trying to decode for millennia, and your awakening is simply the key to unlocking it. This isn't just about personal development. It's about realizing that reality is far more malleable than you've been told, and the universe is waiting for you to stop looking up and start looking within. By the end of this journey, you won't just understand this connection. You'll have the spiritual vision to navigate it. The convergence of science and mysticism. For centuries, mysticism and physics sat at opposite ends of the table, refusing to speak, but now they are describing the exact same reality using different languages. Quantum mechanics suggests that every choice spawns a new timeline, a concept that mirrors the ancient spiritual teaching that energy flows where intention goes. It's as if the universe has been leaving breadcrumbs for us, hinting that the many mansions here in Scripture might actually be the infinite parallel realities science is finally beginning to measure. We are witnessing a massive spiritual awakening, where equations and intuition finally merge. Think about the last time you had a déjà vu. Science calls it a glitch in the brain, but spiritual development suggests it's a momentary bleed-through from a parallel existence. This isn't just theory. It implies that your soul is simultaneously living out infinite possibilities, gaining self-knowledge across dimensions we can't yet see. When you meditate, you aren't just quieting your mind. You might be tuning your consciousness to hear the whispers of these other selves. It is the ultimate form of personal growth, realizing you are vast beyond measure. This shift in perspective is the first step in your transformation, bridging the gap between the skeptical mind and the knowing heart. You don't need a lab coat to test this. You just need to observe how your own energetic portal reacts when you accept that enlightenment is real. The bridge is built, the fog is lifting, and suddenly, the idea of a spiritual portal doesn't feel like magic. It feels like a memory returning. But if science proves the structure, who is the architect living inside it? The multidimensional soul. Your higher self is not a distant deity floating on a cloud. It is the central hub of your consciousness, managing your existence across the multiverse like a master strategist. Imagine your soul as a diamond with infinite facets, where each facet experiences a different version of reality to accelerate spiritual growth. This perspective heals spiritual isolation because it reminds you that you are never truly alone. You are fundamentally connected to a legion of your own alternate selves. You are the captain of a multidimensional ship. When you feel a sudden, unexplained wave of emotion or healing, it might be a ripple effect from another version of you who just conquered a massive challenge. This is the essence of true self-integration, understanding that your victories here elevate your soul across all dimensions simultaneously. It gives new meaning to inner peace. You aren't just calming one mind, but harmonizing a chorus of existences. Personal development becomes a cosmic duty when you realize your growth lifts the collective frequency of your entire multidimensional entity. This is why self-knowledge is so potent. It's not just psychology. It's archaeology of the universe residing within you. As you peel back the layers of who you think you are, you start to access abilities and insights that feel borrowed, but are actually shared resources from your other lives. You are becoming a spiritual portal for your own wisdom to flow through. And once you accept this vastness, you start to wonder, how do these versions of me communicate? Dreams as quantum portals. We often dismiss dreams as random brain firing, but many experts now suspect they are the most accessible energetic portal we have to parallel realities. When your physical body rests, your consciousness unhooks from this specific reality and is free to drift into the experiences of your alternate selves. That flying dream or that nightmare where you lived in a different house might not be a metaphor. It could be a legitimate check-in with a parallel you. This reframes sleep as a crucial tool for spiritual awakening. Consider the vividness of certain dreams where the emotions feel more real than your waking life. This is often a sign of energetic hypersensitivity, tuning into a frequency that matches another timeline. By keeping a dream journal, you start to map out the multiverse of your own soul, spotting patterns that offer guidance for your current transformation. It's mysticism in practice, using the night shift to gather wisdom that accelerates your personal growth during the day. You are literally traveling without moving. If you learn to lucid dream, you essentially grab the steering wheel of this travel, turning a passive movie into an active spiritual development session. You can ask questions, heal traumas, or practice skills in a safe, alternate universe before bringing that energy back here. The calling to explore these realms is strong because your soul knows the way. But as you open these doors, your body here might start to react in strange ways. Signs of the shift, the 7 symptoms. As you begin to vibrate in harmony with this multidimensional truth, you may experience what many call the 7 symptoms of expansion, which can feel confusing without context. You might feel a sudden ringing in your ears, a classic sign of energetic hypersensitivity, indicating your frequency is tuning into higher data streams. It's not tinnitus, it's a download, a signal that your spiritual growth is pushing against the ceiling of your old reality. Your body is physically upgrading to hold more light. Another common symptom is a sense of time collapsing, hours feeling like minutes, which disorients your ego but delights your higher self. You might feel a sudden detachment from drama that used to upset you, a form of healing that looks like apathy but is actually inner peace stabilizing. Relationships that no longer match your vibration might abruptly end, causing temporary spiritual isolation. But trust that this is the universe clearing space for new alignments. It is a necessary shedding of skin. You may also experience intense waves of emotion that don't belong to you, or physical dizziness as if you are walking between worlds. These are growing pains of enlightenment, signs that your true self is breaking free from the density of a single timeline mindset. Treat your body with care during this transformation. Drink water, rest, and meditate to integrate these shifts. As your vessel strengthens, you gain the power to do something incredible. Heal your past. Timeline healing. Quantum physics hints that time is an illusion, which implies that your past was just a timeline you are still energetically connected to, and it can be altered. Healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means traveling back with your current consciousness to comfort your younger self, effectively changing the energy of that timeline. This is profound spiritual development. By offering love to your past self, you ripple inner peace into your present moment. You are rewriting the code of your own history. Imagine visiting a painful memory, not to relive it, but to stand beside your younger self as a mentor, offering the safety they lacked. This act creates a spiritual portal that drains the trauma of its power, releasing trapped energy that you can now use for personal growth. It's a technique often used in mysticism, but now we understand it as quantum entanglement applied to the soul. You are literally rescuing parts of yourself stranded in lower vibration timelines. This practice clears the debris from your field, allowing your calling to come through with crystal clarity. You stop reacting to old triggers because the version of you that created them has been healed and integrated. Your awakening accelerates because you are no longer dragging a heavy anchor of past behind you. And when the anchor is gone, you realize you have the power to steer, navigating the multiverse. We often think fate is written in stone, but the multiverse theory suggests you are constantly shifting between parallel realities based on your frequency. Every time you choose love over fear, you literally shift into a universe where that choice is the dominant reality. This is the ultimate secret of manifestation. You aren't creating what you want. You are navigating to the version of Earth where you already have it. You are the GPS of your own destiny. This empowers you to take radical responsibility for your spiritual growth, knowing that your vibration is the steering mechanism. If you want to inhabit a world of peace and abundance, you must cultivate those feelings within, acting as a homing beacon for that specific timeline. It makes self-knowledge the most practical tool you have. Knowing your triggers helps you avoid bad neighborhoods in the multiverse. You are curating your experience of the cosmos. When you understand this, you stop begging the universe for favors and start aligning with the energy of the solution. You become a conscious traveler, using your spiritual vision to spot the timelines that serve your highest good. The feeling of being stuck vanishes, replaced by the thrill of infinite choice. But to navigate well, you must remember the paradox that holds it all together. The illusion of separation. The greatest trick the ego ever played was convincing you that you are separate from the universe and the people around you. In a holographic multiverse, every shard contains the whole, meaning the person annoying you is just another version of you exploring a different path. True self-realization is accepting that we are all finger puppets on the same hand of God, or Source, or consciousness. This dissolves judgment and replaces it with profound compassion. When you elevate your soul to this level of understanding, spiritual isolation becomes impossible because you see your own reflection in every set of eyes. It transforms spirituality from a solitary practice into a collective celebration of existence. You realize that helping another is quite literally helping yourself, a truth that ancient mysticism has shouted for eons. The energy of separation is the only thing keeping you from your power. This unity consciousness is the destination of every spiritual awakening. It is the state where you feel the heartbeat of the cosmos as your own. You stop fighting reality and start flowing with it, knowing that you are safe, supported, and infinite. The walls come down, and the light pours in. Now, the only question is, are you ready to live this truth, the ultimate awakening? To live as a multidimensional being is to walk through life with one foot in the physical and one in the spiritual universe. You become a bridge, a spiritual portal that anchors high-frequency energy into this dense 3D world. This is your true calling, not just to escape to a better reality, but to bring the light of the multiverse down here. You are here to spiritualize matter through your own presence. Your awakening is not a destination. It is a continuous unfolding of spiritual growth that never truly ends. Every day offers a new chance to meditate, to connect, to elevate your soul and shift into a higher timeline. You are a pioneer of consciousness, exploring the frontier where science and spirit meet. The universe is not waiting for you to become perfect. It is waiting for you to realize you already are. As you integrate this wisdom, your life becomes a masterpiece of synchronicity and flow. You stop chasing healing and become the healer. You stop seeking answers and become the knowing. The multiverse is not out there. It is in you. Breathe that in. The journey has just begun. The multiverse is not a distant theory. It is the map of your soul's potential, waiting for you to explore it. Are you ready to stop playing small and start navigating the infinite versions of your true self? Ask yourself today, which version of me am I choosing to be right now? Because that question alone shifts your entire reality. If this sparked a fire in your soul, subscribe to the channel and enable notifications, because we are going to dive even deeper into these mysteries together.